Today, we're diving into the story behind one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, Reggie Miller, and his surprising experience with the Indiana Pacers before the 1987 draft. You'd think a future Hall of Famer would have had an extensive interview process with the team that drafted him, right? Well, think again. Let's get into it together. Coming out of UCLA, Reggie Miller was a standout player, catching the eye of multiple NBA teams. One of those teams was the Indiana Pacers, who were looking to add some shooting power to their roster. But when the Pacers called Reggie in for a meeting, he probably wasn't expecting it to be so brief. As Reggie himself recalled in a 2019 interview, he flew into Indiana, met with the Pacers president Donnie Walsh, and the entire thing lasted just 2 hours. But get this, during those 2 hours, Walsh only asked him 2 questions. That's it. Reggie walked out of that meeting convinced that there was no way he was going to Indiana. He even said, and I quote, "It was barely an interview." Now, can you imagine that? You're expecting a deep dive into your skills and character, and you only get 2 questions. Draft process interviews are usually a big deal. Teams want to get to know a player off the court, see how they think, how they fit into a team's culture, and their work ethic. But in Reggie's case, it seemed like the Pacers had already made up their minds. They probably did their homework long before that meeting, especially since Reggie had such an impressive background. I mean, the guy comes from a family of athletes. His sister Cheryl Miller is a basketball legend herself. But here's where it gets interesting. Reggie thought he'd be drafted 16th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers. Instead, the Pacers surprised everyone by picking him 5 spots earlier at number 11. And let's just say, not everyone was happy about that choice. Many Pacers fans were upset that the team passed on local favourite Steve Alford to draft Reggie. The boos were loud and the frustration was definitely real. But Don Walsh, the guy who asked Reggie just 2 questions, stuck to his gut and his instinct. And boy, did the decision pay off. In his rookie season, Reggie quickly proved the Pacers right. He set a record for rookies at the time, sinking 61 3-pointers. That was just the beginning of one of the greatest shooting careers in NBA history. By the time he retired in 2005, Reggie Miller had solidified his status as a Pacers legend. It's funny to think that a meeting so brief and an initial reaction from the fans so negative could lead to one of the most successful partnerships in NBA history. Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers became synonymous with one another, and his number 31 jersey is now hanging in the rafters. By the time of his retirement, Reggie had not only become a 5-time All-Star, but also one of the most feared shooters in the league. His battles with the New York Knicks, legendary. His ability to hit clutch shots in the playoffs, unforgettable. So what do you guys think? Was that quick interview with the Pacers just a formality, or did Donnie Walsh already know Reggie was the right guy for Indiana? Either way, it's clear that the brief meeting led to a long and legendary career. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos and NBA content. My name is Damien Peters. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.